The critical and Asmongold situation is bizarre. So I have actually no idea what this is about. Is it that they both just look like Jesus? Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Let's get into it.
The recipients of some artificially boosted numbers, as evident by a huge drop in viewer numbers.
Oh, Charlie, you're such a p***y. Just say the names.
Asmongold seems
What
to
the
be
f- Why would he say me?
You wanna call me out like that on the video?
I think pretty much on any streaming
I don't think I've seen Asmon react to the Charlie video, actually.
platform, viewbotting has been a huge issue. You will see
True,
people that
true.
blow up overnight, and people wonder, how did you get that clout? No, you didn't get it legit. You didn't clip farm like Queso or
Slices the caramel into
Jinxie.
Bro, I love Queso's food reactions. I've been binging them. I love him react to how food is made.
No. You're viewbotting. But again, with platforms like Twitch, viewbotting is, pretty much confirmed to the point that there is actually an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to what it is. And again, this is something that streamers have used as that kind of weapon, as a kind of gotcha moment, If you don't like a streamer that's blowing up for whatever reason, you accuse them of viewbotting because it's the thing that you can't really prove that they are viewbotting or they're not. It's basically the perfect thing to accuse someone of because there's no way that they can actually disprove it properly.
Boy.
You might recall back in March there was one streamer that actually shown their literal viewbotting app.
And she was viewbotting for 20 viewers, man. Why? Like at that point, just viewbot for like 100. Why 20?
And her reaction was basically to just completely laugh it off and carry on with whatever she was doing as well. I feel that that's a really common
Oh my god, I hated that laugh, man. It's like, I'm a dumb bimbo.
trend with streamers whenever they get caught doing something like, I gotta call this girl, Clara.
Stop shooting me!
Clara!
Clara, give me 1 second. Let me just
Girl.
message this girl. Why the f is this on my computer right now? I'm gonna
Clara!
kill this girl. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC.
Or other examples,
Clara.
accidentally showing off things on stream that you shouldn't be showing on stream. Yeah, have you know showing off things on stream that you shouldn't be showing on stream. Yeah, have you noticed how that hasn't happened now for like the past half a year? Have you noticed? That's the power of buying multiple monitors, so I don't tab out on accident. Think smarter. Now, the problem is with Twitch, even though it is the big dog, the smaller dogs, the gambling dogs, like for example, Kick, which 90% of its income is basically off gambling winnings, they've basically started usurping the market. And they've actually been making some huge strides, even overtaking them in the Spanish-speaking side of the internet.
Oh.
And a lot of the big names in the streaming world are actually going to Kick instead of Twitch, mostly because contracts with Twitch and YouTube, they don't really exist anymore. I think the last YouTube contract that was ever handed out was Ludwig, and they basically admitted that was a massive failure. But Kick, they got that money. They got that gambling money. So they're just dishing it out, and so many streamers are actually jumping over to their platform because, again, you get this huge fat contract for signing up with them. Now,
You don't get a contract, it's just partner. There's no contract. Well, from what I know anyway, people just get signed up as partners. And there's like a huge partner money. You literally get paid for how many viewers you have. You get paid per viewer, per watch hour or something like that. Used to no longer though. Yeah. They don't have that anymore.
now, I'm not going to act like Kick is this perfect platform. Believe me, it's not. And as you can tell, the multiple videos that I've made
really
talking about
isn't.
Kick, they definitely have their own problems. They tend to hire a lot more kind of controversial streamers to kind of, they're building up that kind of edgy.
I mean, who could have thought that the streamers that all got banned on Twitch/YouTube that went to Kick are troublesome? Who could have thought?
Side of the internet. They're trying to normalize it now, but that's what it was built off originally. Streamers like Neon, for example, he would not survive a single day on Twitch. But on Kick, for example, he will get banned multiple times and still have his account brought back. Now, Twitch, in turn, to try and garner some of that good rep back, they've actually cracked down on bots. And between the 21st and 24th of August, they actually, as soon as they rolled out the changes, saw a 23% decrease of viewers on the platform. Now, I don't need to tell you the cope about about Twitch that it is impossible to grow on there. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to admit it. If you're
Yeah, it's impossible. It's not possible to solely grow out of Twitch. You gotta do work somewhere else, namely YouTube, because YouTube is where you grow. TikTok, if you know how to use TikTok. What else is there? YouTube Shorts.
streaming on Twitch alone and you're not doing anything else, you will not grow. It is impossible. Nope. People like Queso, people like Jinxie, they stream on Twitch. The only reason they got big is because they clip farmed, and people clipped that, went to those streams. But again, if you don't have that personality, you're just not going to grow on that platform. I remember before I was like soft banned on Twitch, I've talked about it before, I could still stream on there. I got less viewers on there in my peak than like my first stream on YouTube. I mean, obviously now I dual stream. I stream on YouTube and I stream on Twitch because I didn't get a contract or anything like that. So I thought, why not? I'll stream on both, because some people will just never go on YouTube. They'll just always have loyalty to Twitch.
Yeah, personally, I am not that big of a fan of YouTube streams. Like, watching YouTube streams. I always prefer watching them on Twitch.
If you're wondering what the patch on my arm is, by the way, it's a dopamine patch. My mom bought it for me. I don't know if it does anything. Son, you have ADHD. You don't secrete enough dopamine. Take this little patch, and then you'll never need medication. Now, after Twitch rolled out this change, it was absolutely cataclysmic. Devin Nash put out almost a month ago that because of this change, 80% of Twitch's top 500 streamers were allegedly using viewbots. It really does look like his prediction has came true, because looking at the stats...
Also, you know what's crazy? How so many people just stopped streaming during the month of August. Isn't that insane?
Now, they're down so much. And immediately out of the gate came XQC, who has been incredibly vocal about this for a while now. You might remember the beef between XQC and KoAlan, and this was due to XQC claiming that not Kai Cenat, but his friends at AMP were basically viewbotting, namely Reggie and Rakai. He dropped this Twitter thread that got like over 5 million views, calling out organizations for viewbotting their members, much more than any unaffiliated streamers were. And he's saying that this is like huge fraud, because the orgs actually do take a cut of the streamers that they partner with. And again, like, if you're a streamer who apparently has their views botted, you will appear a lot more lucrative and attractive to sponsors and brands that want to work with you. And obviously this can be really bad, because you could allegedly fake how many people are seeing this advert if it's sponsored on a stream. And then this also lowers the discoverability of smaller streamers and
Yep, but also on top of that, sponsorships are, like, some companies like HoYoverse and who not, right, like that, like Genshin and whatnot, are actively, maybe not Genshin itself or HoYoverse, but like a lot of like gacha ones are just viewbotting the people they are sponsoring. You're like, bro, why?
Is their potential income. I mean, again, I've talked about this cope before. Like, it is basically impossible to get noticed on Twitch and Twitch alone. Now, XQC did pull up Exhibit A specific example to illustrate his point. He provided an image of someone's stream stats who were getting, you know, highs of 35,000 views and lows of 18,000 per stream.
And then suddenly, boom. Nothing.
That's insane. I mean, me streaming, I think the peak viewership I've ever had is like when I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and we peaked at about 8,000 or 9,000 viewers.
Do it, come on. Do it.
What the hell?
Why is it not doing it?
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, that's nothing in, like, you know, the top 100 streaming world or top 1,000 streaming world. These people are getting well over 10,000 concurrent viewers every single stream. And then if they have like a low day, maybe they'll dip down to 8K. But X claimed that once this Twitch crackdown actually happened, they couldn't even break 10,000 viewers on their 2 follow-up streams. Now, I want to make something very clear and apparent. I have never viewbotted in my life, especially on Twitch. If you see me on Twitch, you will see 2 people, usually in chat, just saying I'm a dead streamer, and they have no idea that I stream on YouTube and I've got like 100 viewers, and they're telling me I've completely fell off. I have fell off, but not in the way that you think. Now, XQC, when he made these claims, he was pretty smart, which, you know, most streamers do, and he didn't name the actual streamer. But again, the internet detectives, they pulled out their monocle, they pulled out their fedora, they were instantly like, KoAlan. their cigar, their Herman Miller chair to lie back in, and they found out that it was the streamer YourRage, who's actually a member of FaZe Clan.
Oh, fear. Okay,
Now, understandably,
there,
YourRage found out that people were drawing comparisons to him because he was talking about him, and he wasn't very happy about this, so decided to call out...
Wait, what, didn't YourRage get really mad about this too? Didn't he get, like, mad about this? Being, like, called out like that? I think I remember something like that.
XQC. So he claims that the first stream with the lower viewership, it was because of technical issues. The stream was lagging, crashing, and he says it was a bad stream. However, he did end up leaving it up.
That stream is crashing, going crazy. Bad stream. But I leave it up. I don't delete it. I leave it up.
And for the second stream, he didn't say that there were technical issues, but instead the fact that he missed his flight. So the first 2 hours of the stream, he wasn't even there. So it was stuck on a broadcasting screen.
Next stream, sponsored stream. You get me? My flight got delayed. So I wasn't on my stream for the first 2 hours. It was straight broadcast for like an hour.
Why is the stream on? Why is your stream on? Your stream doesn't start unless you press the button start stream.
Hour and a half. I wasn't there.
And he also says he only actually found out about the people that were accusing him of viewbotting is because XQC called him out on Twitter. Even though at the time YourRage thought that him and XQC were cool.
Chat, open Twitter. And the first thing I see is a noti. It's XQC posting a screenshot of my viewers. In my brain, I'm cool with XQC.
Now, he does push back.
I want to, like, see something though now. Like, let's go to Twitch tracker. Here, Twitch tracker. Here, all time. Let's go to last 30 days. They average 26, but you gotta keep in mind, viewbots are working again. 16k, 22k, 13. Here, 9k, 9k. 27k, 19k. 28k, 16k, 13k, 16k. Lower, though. Lower, but viewbots are back again. Just to be fair.
On the idea of him using viewbots, saying that since 2017 he's been streaming consistently. It's just that these two anomalies that he had lower viewership, they're explainable in their own right, and also they unfortunately happened during the crackdown on Twitch. So it's pretty obvious that people that don't watch YourRage, they see lower views and it's like, oh, he's viewbotting, lol. But I think he explained both of these pretty fairly. And again, to back up this claim, if you actually go on the same website that XQC was using and you see YourRage's stats, you'll see that he's done another stream on the 24th and he's actually back up to regular numbers, hitting 26,000 views. So I think in this instance, it is fair to say that XQC probably jumped the gun a little bit. Now, there have been a number of streamers that have all came out to talk about how they just don't really care at all about the viewbotting scandal. Like, for example, DDG, not to be confused with DNG, the 2017 mixtape. I know the sad boys of Reddit are going to be renting after that one.
Yeah, I do not care enough to bot no goddamn views. I do not care that much. I love streaming.
Now, DDG...
Bro, what these people don't realize is that there's a lot of viewers that will just viewbot their streams. Like, either because they want to support them or because they want to hurt them. Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be the streamer or the sponsorship people themselves.
Basically
or the
said
orgs.
that he didn't mind if he's being accused of viewbotting because he doesn't really care about the numbers and he likes streaming. I've actually seen this be a pretty common thought with a lot of streamers. I actually remember, I'm not sure why I have this memory, but
it's great to see all the big streamers say that when they don't need to care about the numbers. When you're at 50k, 20k, even at 10k, you don't need to care about your numbers. You don't, so yeah. Good on them.
I remember Filza, who was huge during like 2020 lockdown. He was part of that Minecraft group, like, you know, Tommy in it and Jack Manifold, when Jack obviously did Minecraft content. But I do remember him saying that, like, after the peak and all the views go down, like, what do you do? How do you cope? And I remember him saying, or maybe Tommy said, that you just don't look at the numbers. You just kind of stream. And it's a great way to do it because I feel like a lot of streamers, I mean, I've been guilty of this as well. Like, I've streamed and then I look at the views and then I see that they're like going down after I put on another game or I put on another video. And I just think, okay, I've done something wrong here. I've done something wrong. It's really bizarre. I mean, honestly, I haven't streamed consistently here because I'm still trying to find a good time to stream. At the minute,
I mean, it's normal for viewership to go down when you game. Viewers prefer the just chatting segments, the react segments, the just when you directly interact with chats. That's what viewers prefer. It's just natural for it to go down during games and if you do something else. That's nothing out of the ordinary. But what you gotta keep in mind, if you are a streamer my size, right? Maybe even a little bit bigger than me. Maybe, I don't know, like even in the 1K, right? You gotta see what chat likes. It's just true. Like, sure, yes, like streaming is a passion and you gotta do what you want to, but you also gotta balance it with what works, because if you just stream for something that no one's interested in, why would anyone want to watch that, you know? If it's so fucking boring and no one wants to watch that and you can't even make it entertaining, why would anyone watch that?
Sleep is cooked. I'm recording this video at 4 in the morning because I just haven't been able to sleep the past couple of nights. I think I've got some kind of like short-term insomnia or something. But I've noticed that when I stream here earlier in the day, the views are terrible because, you know, Euros are asleep, Americans are about to sleep. But then if I keep streaming throughout the day, the views actually pick up because the Euro pause and the Amerifats are actually waking up. So I don't know. I need to find a good time to stream myself.
Yeah. That's also very important. What time
I think
you
if I
stream
just stream in general, it doesn't really matter. Most people can catch it on like the VOD channel or the TV channel anyway. Now, to talk more about the viewbotting situation, on the flip side, you've got other people like Tectone, who apparently likes to watch my videos on stream. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. I like how me making that comment, I've just enacted war on like one community or another community. Like, what do you think about this streamer? Jarvis, pull up the Futurama neutral video.
What are your thoughts on this momentous occasion? Your neutralness?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Now, Tectone is claiming that despite Twitch's best efforts, bots are still on the platform, and Twitch hasn't really done enough to kind of rectify that. Now, the biggest tools that people have been used to viewbot have actually come out in their Discord, and they've actually admitted that Twitch's new regulations have been severely impacting their ability to function and bot streamers. There was also about...
We looked it up the other day, though, on stream even, that... Bro, it's so easy to find the websites. You literally just type in viewbot Twitch. You just type that in and you will find like 5 different websites up top. And they all say we're already back.
All between the two long-haired bearded men of the internet,
shameless.
that being Critical and Asmongold. So obviously Critical put out a video giving his brief overview with what's been going on with Twitch bots. And of course, it being a Critical video, it's done numbers. It's basically became the normalized opinion because anything Charlie says has incredible weight to it, incredible girth.
Well, yeah, he's Jesus.
You could say, because he's basically one of the most respected people on the entire platform. To the point that, like, I've seen hate posts of people basically saying Critical when he gives the fence-sitting milk toast take 3 billion and 5, and the top comment is always someone saying, "Are we really that bored that we're hating on Critical now? Are we really that bored?"
Yeah, just leave Charlie alone. Ew.
Now, about halfway through the video where Critical gets to the point that XQC made, Asmongold seems to be a little bit annoyed that Critical won't actually name any names. He basically calls Critical a pussy for not name dropping anything and saying that the only reason that people like Critical over him is because he's the one who has to play the asshole.
In a lot of cases, the recipients of some artificially boosted numbers, as evident by a huge drop in viewer numbers.
Oh, Charlie, you're such a... Just say the names. Just say who it is. Just say it. Just say the number went down. That doesn't mean that they did it. Just say the number. Like, why is he... Just do it. Is this the reason why people like him and hate me? It's because I'm the one that's the asshole?
Yeah. You know, he's almost talking about it like it's this Batman and...
I like both of them. But, yes. Yes.
Joker dynamic, like the Joker doesn't actually want to be the Joker. You know the ending of Batman the Killing Joke where they basically both just laugh and reconcile their differences, but the Joker knows that he's too far gone to become a good person? That's how Asmongold feels, apparently.
You don't need to be alone. Oh my God. We don't have to kill each other. It's far too late for that.
But the ironic thing is, you know, Asmongold calling out Critical for not naming names. As soon as he unpauses the video, he immediately name drops OTK.
Namely, OTK seems
what
to
the
be the...
Why did he say me?
And also, he names Asmongold directly.
What a fucking asshole, bro. Like, you gonna call me out like that on the video?
Another channel people have been paying very close attention to is Asmongold's. He's one of the biggest...
I love how he was accurate in not categorizing me with OTK. Good one.
Beautiful, beautiful.
People that have been hit the hardest by the bot crackdown. And, you know, he goes from like being annoyed that he's not naming names to being annoyed to being called out. But then he's also came out to publicly say that he agrees that with 95% certainty that his account is being view-botted.
His account was probably botted. He believes with 95% certainty.
Oh, so he's using the source of me being botted as me? Oh, well.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I did say that. It's demoralizing to see that a lot of your popularity was artificial, or at least it seemed to be.
Yes.
It sucks.
Yep.
It does. It sucks. But you know what else sucks? A lot of things.
True.
And you know what you do? You suck it up.
So for the question that's really on everyone's minds here, are streamers actually view-botting? Now, I definitely think there is some view-botting at play, but the biggest thing to determine here...
I'm sure Asmon is playing it up, right? Acting like he was incredibly offended, or was it general? Nah, he's playing it up. He has, like, no beef with Charlie at all. He likes Charlie. He's just playing it up, man.
Is if the streamers themselves are actually aware of it and they're going ahead with it, like using programs themselves or paying people themselves to bot these streams. Because obviously having someone like artificially make the numbers go up, that's pretty bad, right? That's almost a little bit villainous because a streamer might not want that, and if they get found out, they can be banned for something that they didn't even really consent to. Because again, this is something that is literally in Twitch's rules. If you are view-botting, you will be banned. Now, after XQC's claim, people looked into it a little bit deeper, and it could run a lot deeper as well. Like, for example, Twitch do take a direct chunk of earnings from streamers, and also Twitch has a pretty skewed ratio, not really a great ratio for affiliates, that being 50-50. So this has led people to basically accuse Twitch directly of like knowing the situation but not actually doing anything about it. But again, like I've just talked about previously, this can be used in a malicious way, not just to boost someone's channel, but if you don't like a streamer, you can view-bot them, and you can then probably report that to Twitch. That
someone was trying to do that to me last year. Like, someone maliciously view-botted me. That was like after I had like a quote-unquote controversy, right? Like on Twitter. Like some bullshit on Twitter going on where Twitter hated me again. And like it happened twice. I think like December and shortly before that. That was stressing me out at the time until I realized that Twitch itself says, yeah, if you're being view-botted, don't panic. We will not ban you because we can't prove that it's you or someone else anyway, so ooh la la, go on.
You think that they're view-botting, Twitch will see it, probably confirm it, and you could get that streamer banned. But Twitch has officially came out and said, like, if your account is view-botted, but you're not actually the one doing the view-botting, you won't get a ban to kind of stop these targeted attacks. But again, it does also seem like this is a massive headache to not prove that it's you that's view-botting. But overall, I would say it is definitely a net positive to clear up all the bots off of Twitch, or the ones that they're aware of. I mean, I know for a fact that there is no way that Twitch has scraped and scalped every single bot off the platform. It is just completely impossible. But again, I'm very happy that I was soft banned off of Twitch and I moved over to YouTube because no one bots on YouTube, right?
It's apparently harder to bot on YouTube.
Right? I don't know. Do you?
It's apparently way harder. Since, maybe because of the stream keys, I'm not entirely sure about the technicalities of that, but apparently that's how it goes. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I'll see you next video.